here's the thing, right? The two things that irritated me the most. While I do agree that you go with what's working with the run game, and they did that very well. 122 yards for Monty. Love it. Here's the issue. Two things in your passing game. One, Luke Getsy. It's irresponsible for you to allow Justin Fields to throw it 11 times because I'm gonna turn it into a basketball sense for kid to get it. You on the court.
Dad, why you gotta single me out?
Just because it's your sport.
Okay.
You on the court all night.
Mm-hmm.
They don't give you the ball.
Okay.
Game-winning shot. They pass it to you in the corner to hit it.
Low percentage chance.
That's what you're getting with Justin Fields. You want him to create a rhythm. You want him to create a game. You want him to be able to get the ball out. He's not going to be able to get comfortable passing the ball if you give him 11 chances to pass the ball in a game. Your receivers aren't going to be able to build a rapport with him if you give him 11 chances to pass the ball. And on top of that, I also got beef with Justin Fields on this because guess what? You're making your offensive line look bad. The pass pro had some issues. I'm not going to say it didn't. But at the end of the day, your pass pro had multiple plays where they did their job. Braxton Jones versus Preston Smith did his job. He pushed him so far past you. All you had to do was look and see the first down and take off running. And at the end of the day, you're sitting there trying to make, and I get it. Listen, it's in the moment. It's big decisions to make. I would rather have a quarterback that's keeping his eyes downfield than one that's going to just take off and go. But at a certain point, with how they're running this, you're in max protect. There's only two options. Mm-hmm. If you're in max protect and there's only two options, he ain't there, go.
Run.
You have to make the decisions quicker. And listen, I'm not making grandstand statements on Fields because we're in game 2 of a new system.
I get it.
No, you're not even. Here's the thing. With how his rookie year went, and I really want Muzz to go back and watch his rookie year, you're in game 2 of his rookie season.
Basically.
You're basically in game 2 of his rookie
that
season.
last year didn't count.
Like they ran. I told y'all they ran 3 different schemes, but realistically, when you go back and look at it, they ran Andy Dalton's scheme, but they said, Justin, sometimes you can run.
They didn't design it around it, but the lack of
the scheme they're running for him is Aaron Rodgers' scheme.
But Aaron Rodgers is mobile. Aaron Rodgers has always been mobile. And it's a scheme. And it's a scheme that sets you up for if the play breaks down, you got a lot of options to get away.
He ain't got a lot of.
I'm sorry, Stonehands commit. I mean, it's time for a new.
But again, listen, I'm having the same conversation there. While you do have to be ready, you do got to make that catch. Guess what? If I go to you 1 of 11 times that the ball is passed,
I'm not going to expect you to catch it.
You know what
I expect you to catch it.
So I was listening
just
earlier.
like I expect you to knock down the shot. But the likelihood of that, especially, what does he got? 2 targets in 2 games?
So I heard this take about how what happens is when you don't give him enough. Everybody, it's all about rhythm, right?
Yeah.
If you don't let them pass, and then all of a sudden it's like, okay, we've been going almost the whole game, and you've only passed 5 times.
Yeah.
Now I need you to make this critical throw that you now haven't been doing all day. So it's like you have to give some sense of a balance and not to be so predictable. So like, I feel like Justin Fields, I think he's got what it takes, but it's like I don't understand, or maybe. There was another stat that showed that he only had the lowest completion percentage of it was 55% of versus Mac Jones and Trey Lance, and he was the least in terms of touchdowns and whatever
lowest
ratio.
Completion rate, highest time holding the ball.
Right, and so that's the issue is can that he may not get coached out of that.
You can't have both.
I think
you can't have both. You can't hold the ball longer than most QBs in the league and still not have the lowest percentage. You can't do it.
But here's the thing, right?
I don't have to be a football savant to know that that's a problem.
But
that's not a Luke Getsy problem.
He still needs talent, though.
He does.
No, but that's also what comes in with experience, right? And it's also not putting your team in that position, right? That play with Braxton Jones that I talked about. You set your team up in a 2nd and 15. What Luke Getsy then needs to do after that, and it's a combination of both of them, you need to get yourself into a 3rd and manageable. You need to call a play to get you into a 3rd and manageable.
That's my question. So fresh set of downs, first and 10. Ideally, what do you want the play call?
In this situation, he needs to be passing.
He needs to be passing.
I'm okay with
because
you
the run
passing.
game was already
You don't want to be predictable though.
Well,
that was a problem I had. They sitting there and you knew they were going to run the ball.
We ran it first 2 plays and then all of a sudden we wanted them to make a throw.
And this is the thing though, right? That's why you have to have that good mix up, and that's why I'm okay with you going pass on the 2nd drive. I'm fine with that because how they ran the ball down their throats in the first play. Guess what they did the 2nd drive? Oh, we stacking 8 in the box.
Right.
You're not going to run on us.
But
It's offensive.
But-
Yurko was on the show. He said
they also did run like a bootleg or a play action. That
they
would have
did
been
that.
perfect.
And
They
again,
tried- no, they did some play action.
No, but I'm talking
Barely.
about in that exact instance.
With
how strong-
on that scripted play they did, they
Yeah.
actually he did a toss back, didn't he? Like,
yeah, he did a flea flicker.
What's the name? Raging Oracle had a good point. Like third tier receivers can't teach third tier receivers how to be a first tier receiver. They need to sign a number one receiver.
No, but
And they need to get better talent in the QB.
No, but here's my thing. Here's my thing with it. I look at this as if you are talking about this in an actual rebuild, I'm fine with how we're doing it. We're in game 2 of
Yeah,
this.
this is a rebuild.
Like, think about this. We were supposed to be 0-2 right now. We're 1-1. We got 2 very winnable games coming up next, especially yours.
Nobody had us.
Everybody had us 0-2. Everybody had us 0-2.
Yeah, I don't.
Stop this.
Nobody had us 0-2.
Who had us beating the 49ers?
It was split.
Because it was Trey Lance versus Justin Fields.
Who had us
the
beat-
first game with
Bro,
the 49ers was split.
it was split.
Bro.
It was split.
Who?
It was
Between the pundits,
definitely
it was,
It was
split.
split.
Y'all go look at them.
I did
go
go
look
back.
at them
I've been
lists.
doing it all morning.
Go look at them
It was
lists.
split. It
was
You show me
I'm
bears
adding
on that
in-
mug.
I'm adding in between national pundits and local. It was pretty.
The
split.
local
It was
pundits
pretty
were
split.
fine, but I'm talking about them national pundits. Everybody had 49ers. We were like, nah, this is a winnable game.
Right.